understand other people's cultures. That's really important. That's super important. What else, Alex? How the past is affecting the present. Now, if something happened in the past that has a lot of positive effects, what might we want to do, Alex? If a lot of good things happen because of a certain event, what might we want to do? We could follow that example. If it worked well, maybe we want to do it again. If it didn't work so well, maybe we want to try to avoid it. Why else are we studying geography? To know what is happening in the world around us. That's beautiful. So that we're not ignorant. To be ignorant, to not know things in this increasingly interconnected global environment that we live in. If you are ignorant about what is going on in other places in the world, you are not setting yourself up for success. Okay? So we're going to study geography, and we're going to study the fundamentals of world geography because it will help us learn more about the world around us. Okay? The interconnected world around us. And we are going to inform ourselves on cultures and current events, and again, just the issues that will affect us in our day-to-day lives. That's why we're going to study world geography. Excellent job on your do first. Here's what I need from you guys. You have a sheet that says homework. We're going to put this to the side for right now. We're going to focus on this guy here. It says the 5 themes of geography. These are your guided notes for today. You go ahead and put your do first journals away. When I came and talked to you guys on your little mini lesson when you guys were still in 8th grade, we said that we break geography into 2 separate categories, right? We study geography, but we study it and we break it down into 2 categories. Does anyone remember what those categories are? Antonio. Human and physical geography. Beautiful. Our objective for today is we're going to define geography and categorize geographic concepts into the 5 themes of geography and be able to break them up into human and physical. That's our objective, that's our big goal for today. So to start off with, let's give ourselves a definition of geography that we'll be using for the rest of the year. Okay? There's not a space on your worksheet for this. You can put it at the top, you can put it at the bottom, wherever you want. But we all need to have this definition of geography. Geography is the study of land, people, cultures, interactions, and movement. A lot of you guys said you got bored looking at maps and memorizing places. Well, that's good, because that's not what geography really is. Okay? It's not just the study of maps. Geography is the study of land, people, cultures, interactions, and movement. dry, doesn't rain a whole ton. All those things I would agree with. Alright, just wanted to see how advanced you guys were. And human geography. If physical is anything that occurs naturally, human geography is, this is our next definition that we're writing in our notes, is anything human or man-made. When we study people and populations, we're studying human geography. When we study culture and infrastructure, that's all human geography. What's infrastructure? That's a college-ready word, college-ready vocab. What is infrastructure? Anyone know? What's infrastructure? Give me an example. What do you think, buddy? Not an industry. Infrastructure. You're right when you said a building. Infrastructure could be, it could be buildings, it could be power plants, it could be roads, bridges, and tunnels. When we talk about infrastructure, we're talking about those man-made things that make it possible for us to live our daily lives, right? That's going to be the infrastructure of Houston, Texas. All the highways that connect us, the sidewalks that people walk on, the metro systems, the bus routes, those are all parts of our infrastructure. Alright, so here's when we get into the Mr. Help thing, okay? Each letter stands for something. And the M in Mr. Help, here's where we're filling this out. We look at this, sorry buddy. We look at this here, we have movement. You can do a description, you can do an example, you can draw a picture. But we need to have a good definition of movement. So when we talk about the movement of people, places, and things, we're all on the same page. Here's what I need you to write. Movement. It can be the movement of ideas, fads, goods, resources, communication. It can be the movement of people. Okay? So it's the movement of ideas, fads, goods, resources, communication, and people. I'm happy with that definition. Write that. Go ahead and put your little pens and pencils down. We'll talk about movement. When we talk about movement, we're definitely concerned with people and where they're going. We're concerned with immigration and migration. Okay? Those things concern us, but we're also concerned with the movement of other things. This little picture I have here, what am I referring to? Facebook, right? Who knows where Facebook was started? Harvard. It was started in Jesse Eisenberg's college dorm room at Harvard. And originally, if you weren't a student at Harvard, could you be on Facebook? No. But it grew. This idea, it moved. Where did it move to? Well, first, it moved to other colleges and universities in the area. And then it moved to all other colleges and universities. So if you had an email address that was www.first.lastname@edu, right? If it had edu at the end, and you were a college student, you could get on Facebook. But now, the idea has moved even more. Who can be on Facebook now? Everybody. Everybody's on Facebook. My grandpa's on Facebook, right? I bet some of you guys have little brothers and sisters, right? On Facebook. Okay? So this is an idea that has moved. Another idea that moved. Those I Heart Movies bracelets. That's kind of a fad. Remember everybody was rocking them last year? It was a real big deal. You guys remember that? And it started out with a couple people wearing them to support breast cancer, and then it became a big thing. It became a fad, and it moved across the country. Now everyone's rocking I Heart Movies bracelets, right? Not us, because we're yes and we wouldn't do that. However, you guys get that it's not just the movement of people, it's the movement of ideas as well. Okay, we good on movement? So M in Mr. Help. M stands for? Movement. One more time. M stands for? Movement. Movement, beautiful. R, do not write all this. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. R stands for region. Okay? R stands for region. A region, this is our definition, is a unit of space that is unified by the presence of a characteristic. Okay? A region is any unit of space that is unified by a common characteristic. We're going to talk about the three types of regions here momentarily, but when you're done with that, go ahead and put your little pens and pencils down. when people speak the same language, they tend to be in the same region. Okay? Give me another example. What's another characteristic that you think could unify a group of people? Eddie. Religion, absolutely. Beer. So do you think there could be regions within regions? You following me? Okay. So an ethnic region could be found within, like, New York City is in the United States, right? But within the United States, if you go to New York and then you go to New York City, you can go to Chinatown. And those people, based on their ethnicity, might have their own little region, right, inside of a bigger region. So definitely, you could say ethnicity could be part of that as well. Antonia? Sports, like the sports team that you cheer for? I would agree. Can you think of any other unifying characteristics? Okay. You said clothing, and what else? The type of currency, the type of money. Excellent. Okay, guys, this is very important because you're going to be asked to do this not only by me on Friday when we take our first quiz, but you're going to be asked to do this when you take your STAR test at the end of the year. So we're going to be talking about types of regions all year long, okay? And they are grouped into 3 different categories. This is very important information that we need to capture, okay? The first type of region, get your little pens and pencils out, get them ready to write, because you need to know that formal regions have official boundaries, okay? Formal regions have official boundaries. Graders figured out. Where you want to write it? Okay, sounds good to me. You got room on the bottom, you got room on the sides. You can write in that little box that says description.